Whew. It's been a week, y'all. It has been a week. With the holidays coming up, working, trying to get everything together so we can have these moments together. This Rosemary Smudge is working overtime right now. You know, I just really need to invite in some prosperity and abundance into our space to get our mind right. But hey there, budget busties. I'm Aisha. I'm a single working mom of two wonderful little guys. I started In the Black Budget to help get my finances back in order after divorce and surviving abuse. I am a financial abuse survivor, and I would like to bring awareness to financial abuse while rebuilding afterwards. A company is said to be in the black if they are profitable, and if a company produces positive earnings after accounting for all expenses, why can't we? So this channel is designed to help you take control of your finances in order to create a stable financial future and live in the black finally. Here at In the Black Budget, we break down complex financial concepts into easy to follow steps. Simple like black and white. Let me just put this over here. And we go ahead and get started. Oh, I gotta hype myself up, y'all. Gotta hype it up. Let's bring it over here. So let's go ahead and get started with our money affirmations. I am a money magnet. Wealth and abundance flow to me. Money comes to me in unexpected and expected ways. All right. So today we're diving into a topic that could be a game changer for your finances, the cash envelope system, aka cash stuffing. If you've been struggling to stick to a budget or want a tangible way to manage your finances, then guess what? This might be the perfect fit for you. It was a perfect fit for me. So let's start with what is cash stuffing? Because when I go and tell people, "Oh, I'm on that cash stuffing budget," I'm on that cash stuffing, they were like, but what is it though? So why not just do a video and explain what it is? So cash stuffing is basically the envelope system that you've been seeing on TikTok, probably that probably brought you to this video, or cash stuffing. It's a budget method that allows you to physically portion out your monthly income into different spending categories. This money management system has been around for years. Like when I say years, my grandmother was cash stuffing back in the day. And my mother was cash stuffing back in the day. I was cash stuffing in the early 2000s. So this isn't nothing new. It's just a matter of let's do something to help that worked for us. What if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of situation, you know? So cash stuffing is a financial strategy where individuals set aside physical cash at home to designate jobs for each dollar in their possession. Or as we like to call it here in the black budget, pimping those dollars. Telling them where to go, what to do, sit down, it ain't your turn. You go ahead, it's your time to shine. Don't worry, I got another job for you type of situation. So how does it work? First, you have to categorize your expenses. You have to identify certain spending categories where you spend your money on a weekly, daily, monthly, quarterly, whatever basis. Where is your money going? Most of the time, they're going to the same thing over and over again. Some of the standard categories that I like to have people start with when they're thinking about what categories they want to include in their cash stuffing are groceries, gas for your car or transportation fees, dining out, self care, household, utilities, entertainment, savings, shopping, and then miscellaneous. Miscellaneous could be holidays, miscellaneous could be special occasions, miscellaneous could be birthdays, stuff like that. Basically, miscellaneous. Whatever you need it to be, that's what it is. All right, so after you categorize your expenses of where your dollar is usually going, then you need to assign budget amounts to those categories. So you set a budgeted amount for each category based on your overall budget and financial goals. Once you do that, you go ahead and you figure out how much cash you need based off denominations. And don't worry, I'm going to do a video to show you how to do the cash planning part, which is how many hundreds do you take off the bank? How many 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s? How do you know how much of each bill denomination that you need to stuff your envelopes? I'll do a video about that. Don't worry. This is just an overview about what cash stuffing is. So after you assign your budget amounts, you go to the bank and you withdraw that allocated amount for each category in cash. Once you have your cash, you put them inside of your envelopes. Your envelopes all should be labeled for each category. So this is just showing you some of my envelopes that I have for each category that you use. Okay. Once you put that cash into that envelope, and next step is spending the money that's in your envelope. When making purchases in each category, you only use the cash from that designated envelope. Once the cash in the envelope is gone, you cannot spend any more in that category until the next budgeting period, i.e. next paycheck, i.e. next deposit, i.e. whatever. Next time you get income and plan income, and we sit down and figure out where each dollar is going, then you could use that money to spend more from that category. If not, that's it. It's gone. Don't even think about it type of situation. So what are some of the benefits of cash stuffing or the envelope system? First, it's visual. It's visual and it's tangible. The envelope system makes your budget tangible. You can physically see and touch and smell, if that's what you like to do, how much money you have left in each category. It prevents overspending because since you're limiting the cash to each envelope, you know how much is going out in that particular category. It increases your awareness because, baby, there is no harder feeling than going to a store and going off of that little list that you prepared and then going up to going up to the cashier and giving them your cash and then looking back down at your envelope that was nice and fat and had some little, well, it was sticky, thick, girl. My envelope was sticky, thick before I walked into the store. Now it's slim shady, type of situation. It makes you mindful of your spending habits. Stick to the plan. Just like a diet, stick to the plan. It's not about how hard you work out. This is my trainer is telling me right now. And I'm like, boy, be quiet. I ain't got time for that. But he's right. It's not about how hard you work out. It's about how hard you work when you're not working out. What am I eating? Am I drinking enough water? Am I taking my vitamins? Am I getting enough sleep? It's not about the time at the gym. It's about all the time. From the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. So it makes you, mindful of your spending habits. And this is something that has been helping me with is discouraging impulse purchases. Because as I mentioned before, I am an emotional eater and an emotional spender. And I noticed that when I'm not in a good place, that grocery bill be looking high as heck. But I can't do that if I go in there with cash. And I only have this cash left to handle those particular expenses. I can't overindulge because where I'm getting extra money for, I'm not about to be shoplifting. You are not going to catch me on the news shoplifting because I wanted some extra donuts. Like, that's not going to happen. So you act on using physical cash that can make you think twice before making impulsive purchases. And what has helped me is it really does take the thinking out of tracking every single penny that you make mentally in your head. You will be able to track that in your binder if you have an A6 or an A7. And don't worry, I'm going to go through the essentials that you need with cash stuffing, such as the actual binders, the sizes, to explain everything. But it's easy to track it because I can see I went in there with 100, I came out with 38. And now into my next paycheck, I have 38 to handle whatever I need in that category. So you see how much cash remains in each envelope. Some tips and tricks that have helped me since getting back on my cash stuffing journey is the system works if you work it. I know that sounds so cheesy. I get it, but it does. It really does. It works if you work it. Track your spending. In your binders, you're going to be able to have these budget sheets that are going to be line item. You itemize what each transaction was that you took out of each envelope so you know how much money is in there. So you keep a record of your expenses to stay on top of your budget. Second, you have to be disciplined. Like there's no way around discipline when it comes to anything that you're trying to achieve. This is literally a goal. I've never heard of somebody reaching a goal and not disciplining themselves. You have to discipline yourself. Um, if you run out of cash in the envelope, resist the urge. And I have done this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all for real. You're never gonna have to worry about me not keeping it real with you. Resist the urge of borrowing from one category. So say you're in here and you have, oh, but should I take some out of my savings and put it into my nails? I want a little extra design or whatever. Nope. Girl, nope. You ain't got it. You ain't got design money. You're gonna have to wait until next time. Resist the urge to take from one envelope to put it into another envelope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because where's the discipline there? Really? What are you really learning? Nothing. Other than how to continue to rob Peter to pay Paul. Type of situation. So there you have it. I mean, the cash envelope system, aka cash stuffing, it's a straightforward but powerful way to take control of your expenses and your spending. Remember, it may take some time to adjust, but the benefits are well worth it. Like I promise you, I've been able to save more money with this system than I was when I was doing the online savings accounts, when I was doing maybe like I also had an app that was tracking my stuff. I have been able to save more money because I can physically touch it. It's not just a number somewhere, imaginary number. I'm actually touching the cash. And then, we'll figure out what the next steps are when it comes to that, when it gets too much to touch. But give yourself grace. I'm always going to tell you that. Give yourself grace. Consistency is key in anything that you want to do. You have to have an abundant mindset. And in order to have an abundant mindset, you have to believe. You have to believe that you belong in the black. So, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to comment with your budgeting tips. Until next time, happy budgeting. And if you want more money saving tips and financial advice, make sure to subscribe and we'll see you for the next video. Bye.